The game between the Dallas Cowboys and New York Giants here at MetLife Stadium here tonight kind of was a microcosm of what the NFC East is in 2015. One team was on top, then another team was on top, then a seesaw battle, and at the very end, someone has to win the division. And in this game, the New York Giants came out on top, and now they're in the driver's seat in the NFC East. The Giants come away with a 27-20 victory over the Dallas Cowboys here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The Giants now 4-3 in first place in the NFC East, and it was turnovers that allowed the Giants to come away with the victory. In terms of forcing turnovers, Giants forced 4 turnovers in the game. 2 of the turnovers, they scored points. The 4th turnover came on a muff punt late in the 4th quarter, which sealed the deal. One of those turnovers, the first turnover forced by the New York Giants, was returned for a touchdown and interception thrown by Matt Castle, starting in place of Brandon Weeden, his first start as a Dallas Cowboy. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie jumped an out route and returned that interception 58 yards for a touchdown, which they gave the Giants a 17-13 lead. On the next possession, another interception, this time by Brandon Merriweather at the goal line. That led to a New York Giants field goal and gave the Giants a 20-13 lead. And also in this game, special teams was a big part for the New York Giants. The Cowboys did tie the game up in the 4th quarter on a Castle touchdown pass to Devin Street. On the ensuing kickoff, Dwayne Harris, the former Cowboy, returned the kickoff 100 yards for a touchdown. And for the New York Giants, one of the things that they really wanted to work on going into this week is improving their running game. And in tonight's game, 132 yards on the ground. 56 by Shane Vereen, 48 by our guest, Orleans Darkwa, the 4th-string running back for the New York Giants. 8 carries, 48 yards, and a touchdown in the 2nd quarter, a 2nd career touchdown. And after the game, I got to talk with Orleans Darkwa, and I asked him to begin our conversation. It must feel good to have a big contribution in a big New York Giants victory, right?
Oh, it's a blessing, I'm just glad to have the opportunity to, help this team win. We emphasize just unity over self, and we couldn't have got this done without all 3 phases of the ball: special teams, defense, and offense. So.
Did you know you were going to play a pretty big part in this game coming in?
No, actually I didn't. I didn't really know until after the 2nd drive, I believe. But I always try to stay ready no matter what happens. I talk to Rashad, Andre, and Shane all the time about the game plan, make sure I'm ready, and it paid off today.
And it was early in the 2nd quarter when you made that impact. What words did you receive from anyone on the sidelines, coaches, players, when you knew that you were going to have a lion's share of the carries in that 2nd quarter?
It was just saying keep going. It was a great experience, to get in that end zone. But at the same time, it was just the 2nd quarter. We had a lot of game left, and so just make sure we keep it going.
Do you have that ball where you scored the touchdown?
Nah, I threw. I always give it to the ref, man. Last year when I scored my first one, I gave it to the ref, and then the equipment guy actually rushed over there and got the ball for me. So, hopefully many more to come, but, it's just 1 of 16, man.
So you learned your lesson for the future.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Go get the ball. But
Orleans Darkwa, the New York Giants, thank you so very much for joining us. Congratulations on the win. Giants 4-3 in the season. Congratulations, Orleans.
I appreciate it.
For the Dallas Cowboys, they're now 2-4 on the season, 0-4 in games that Tony Romo has not played in. Of course, Romo recovering from his broken collarbone that he suffered in the Week 2 win against the Philadelphia Eagles. Matt Castle starting in place of Brandon Weeden, making his first Dallas Cowboys start. 17 of 27, 227 yards, had a touchdown in the ball game, and had some really good plays in terms of avoiding the rush, keeping a play alive, and making big throws down the field. But he made 3 crucial mistakes with throws, 3 interceptions, 1 return by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie for a 58-yard touchdown. DRC had 2 interceptions in the ball game. The Cowboys will rue the 4 turnovers that they had in this ball game. Dallas now 2-4 on the season, and although they're still only a game back of first place in the loss column, they need a win in the worst way. And next week, it won't be easy to get that win. They're at home, but they're taking on the 2-time defending NFC champions, the Seattle Seahawks. The New York Giants right now in first place in the NFC East at 4-3. The Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles, could tie them atop the NFC East standings depending on what they do in the Sunday Night Football game against the Carolina Panthers. The New York Giants now go on the road to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome where they will take on the New Orleans Saints. So stay tuned to A Lot of Sports Talk and ALOTofSportsTalk.com. We will have another installment of Midnight Madness in the next couple of days. We're getting ready for the beginning of the 2015-2016 college basketball season. And also we'll have a new episode of the A Lot of Sports Talk podcast. The World Series about to take place in Kansas City for Game 1. The New York Mets taking on the Kansas City Royals. So once again, our final score, the New York Giants 27 and the Dallas Cowboys 20. From MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, my name is Adesina Koiki for ALOTofSportsTalk.com.